Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video we're going to be going over if it's worth it to buy a 2009 GTR in 2023. So this car started producing in 2008, I'm pretty sure. I've seen a couple 2008s around, and it's still going up to 2024. I don't really like how the 2024 kind of looks, but I just gave the car quick wash. It's not oil, it's just water. But let's go ahead and start off with what's under the hood of this thing. He's got the 2017 aftermarket taillights on this, which make it look really awesome. So you have your hood thingy down here. So here is what is under the hood of this Nissan GTR. So it's a twin turbo V6 3.8. This one stock, it pushes 485 horsepower, but we don't know how much it's pushing right now, because he does have he's gonna put intakes on it soon. He has mid pipes, down pipes, and he has an old tune on it that's been on the car for a long time. It needs retune. So once he get it retuned, it's gonna be really quick. Some people get confused by this gearbox. Now it's really not that hard. If you know how to read, you know how to shift this gearbox. So you have P, which is park. You pull it down one, right, which the gear will be right here. It's gonna be reverse, and then neutral's right here. And then A, automatic, manual to manual, which you can use the paddle shifters. Also, one really thing I like about this car is that the paddle shifters do not move, which is really awesome. I like how they added that, so if you're doing a turn and you can just go to the place that they normally are, which is pretty cool. But it also has a Boys sound system, which is, let me show you guys this little speaker back here. This out the way. But there's that speaker that's insane, has nice bass in it, which is pretty awesome for a 2009. Like, imagine how people were when they saw this car in 2009. In 2009, this car was living in the future. Like, if you compare it to newer models of this car, it's really not all that different. So if I were you and you want to get a GTR, but you don't want to spend over 100 grand, go with the older one. Go with like a 2009, 2010, and also so 2016 below, you could put Liberty Walk kits on it, but on the newer ones, actually you can't put any Liberty Walk kits on it because the body style is different and all. But yeah, let's go ahead and turn the car off. So as we were talking about, if you wanted to get a GTR, don't get the newer ones. I'm not saying the newer ones aren't nice. They are pretty nice, but for the price point that they're at, you could get this 2009 for around 70 grand, 70, 80 grand ish, if you're lucky. But it's really not that hard to boost these cars. These cars come with a 3.8, as I already said, twin turbo, really easy to boost. With just a tune, you could get this car to almost 600 horsepower, which is honestly crazy. But he also is gonna be getting new brakes tomorrow. We just went and ordered them today. They should be here tomorrow. I don't know if I'll make a video about that because it's just brakes, but yeah. Also, if you really like the look of the 2017 plus facelifted bumper, which I think is okay, I don't really think it's a like really good looking, but it looks nice. But if you really wanted to change it, you could buy, like, for $1,000, you could buy a facelifted bumper for your 2016 and below GTR, which is pretty awesome. So on the 2023s, like, the body kit is kind of outwards more, so you can see how kind of slim this is from the side. And I think this is the same fender as a 2017 because it looks exactly the same. But I think the only difference is like the bumper. I know the hood is probably the same. So let's go over the cons of owning a 2009 GTR. So these cars are really great, a decent daily driver, but my brother doesn't daily his car. This is his weekend car. But one really bad thing about owning a GTR that's 2016 or below is the transmissions. Transmissions on these absolutely suck. They blow up all the time. But if he's going to be going with a Shepherd trans here pretty soon, stage 1 or stage 2, not really too sure about that, but that should make it a little bit stronger. However, on the newer ones, the transmission is actually pretty strong, holds up well. But like, so if you leave this car stock, obviously you're not going to have issues with the transmission. But what's the fun of having a stock GTR? I mean, these cars are so easy to boost, you might as well do it, right? Now from the side, you really can't tell if it's a 2009 or a 2020, because the side is pretty much the same, but once you kind of get towards the back, you can kind of tell. So on the newer ones, this is a bit smaller, it's a bit more narrow, but I honestly really like how this looks. I'm not a fan of the newer ones because you could do so much to these. That's why I like old cars, because old cars, you can replace anything. I mean, and if you want to make this car have 5 inches wide body, you can. You could do whatever you want to it. So that is kind of my explanation on GTRs. If you're looking to get into one, I really hope this video kind of helped you decide, you know, what to get. Like I said, older years are going to be cheaper, going to be more fun to mod. Newer ones, you can't wide body, can't do anything like that. But the only, like I said, the only issue with having an older one is the transmission. But the transmission is not going to blow on you if you keep the car stock and you don't abuse it. I mean, you can abuse it if it's still stock, it won't blow. But if it's heavily modded and you are abusing it, there's a 75% chance you're going to blow your transmission. But that's just kind of how it is with all cars. But GTR is a bit more because Nissan said, screw you, here's a bad transmission. It's not bad, it's just unreliable. Shifts well, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, I really hope that this video helped you guys out. If you guys want to see any more like this, let me know down in the comments. More videos on the red eye soon. Just waiting for it to come back from the shop. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.